Hello and welcome to the studio where I'm having an everything bagel sandwich lunch, and then we're gonna do some painting. Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Annika. I have a little home studio where I make some art. So today we're going to be doing just a little bit of painting. I'm going to be revisiting a painting that I've worked on and posted about before and just never finished. There's a radio silence on it, so I'm really excited to get back to it. I've had it just sitting on my wall, taped up with masking tape for the last few months, and today I'm excited to finally finish it. I think we're pushing for finishing it today. I'm super excited to get to this painting, but right now I'm gonna eat the sandwich. See you in a minute.
So I started this painting a year ago. This is just a reference picture off of Pinterest, but I had this idea I wanted to make it look like the tree was glowing, like there's light emanating from like the center of this tree. But I did the background in yellow and I did the tree in brown, which is the opposite of what I should have done, what I wanted to do. So I did have to do pretty much a swap of the whole thing. So what I'm doing here, I'm going back and adding some branches. It was one of my very first oil paintings, and so I was trying to simplify things and make it easier. And now that I'm going back and still looking at the same reference picture, like I wanted to add a little more detail. So that part of the tree that I had simplified, I wanted to unsimplify, basically, and give more roots back to the tree. And now I'm just going through, I've been practicing with shading, I've been practicing with values, with lots of just whites, grays, blacks, And I feel like you can tell when I'm doing this. I feel very proud of this shading that I'm doing on this tree. And you can see you can kind of tell as I'm putting the paint on over there, like it's already getting gunked up. Like it's already thick. I'm already struggling to layer it. I'm using a slow drying medium right now because there are so many layers. There's so many layers already on this painting. So I'm using a slow drying medium to keep things from cracking. I'm trying desperately not to use too much paint so that I can still layer on top of this, because all of this is like the light under the tree. And then I'm gonna put the bark on the tree. Does that make sense? And so I want this light to kind of be showing through the bark. I'm just so mesmerized by painting, especially when you're doing this like detail, like just trying to make it look feasible, like look real with the shading. And I think it's so beautiful to see it come together. Because I thought it looked alright. But I feel like every brush stroke is just taking it to a better level. More defined, less AI looking. Because at first it was just like, how is that end of the tree holding itself up? Anyway, I would love to know if y'all like seeing every brush stroke, because I personally do. I could sit here and watch someone paint forever. I mean, that's why I like to paint. I could sit and watch someone paint, like the changes that the painting goes through, especially when it's sped up like this, like it's so fast. As you're actually painting it, it feels like you're taking a step back and you're thinking what's gonna be best, what's gonna look best. And I don't know, it just pleases me to see the shading coming together. And this is where I start trying to darken up the background a bit. because I want the tree to kind of be the main source of light. I want this to be like the sun's going down, it's almost dark. That's why I want like the purple background, but I feel like that purple in the back is too bright. But now I'm going back and I'm starting with the land mass back there, all the dirt and stuff. Dirt and leaves under all those trees, and darkening it up a bit. And I go in and line it, and then I darken it again because I really need to go change that purple color. And I want all those trees to be silhouetted. And I haven't really decided yet how, like there's gonna be like reflections, right? Like the light from the tree is gonna be touching other parts of this painting. And I really don't know like how far the light's gonna go, like what all's gonna be lit up. Are all these blocks gonna be like yellow? Are they gonna be in shadow? Like the trees in the background, like does any of this light hit those trees? I'm not really sure. And these are just kind of, I mean, those are decisions that artists have to make sometimes, especially when you're doing like, I don't know, I guess I'd call this a fantasy thing. Like at the end of the day, I am just painting a reference picture, but I am trying to bring a different concept to it. And I think that it's just a good practice for what artists do. And bringing concept and like meaning and symbol and a message to a reference picture. Now I'm going in and adding the bark, and I'm doing the bark in a really dark purple. I wanted it to be purple because I did want it to have some color. I didn't want it to just be black. Or Payne's gray is really what I use for black. I never really use straight black unless I need a warm dark instead of a cool dark. Because Payne's gray is very cool. It's blue. But I'm going in and adding the bark, and I really like this. Part of me was sad to cover up all the yellow because I loved all the details that I had made. But I don't know, I have this idea that I really want to push for, so. I had to throw a time lapse in here because my video camera footage, I was just standing directly in front of the camera. You couldn't see anything other than the back of my sweatshirt. So I hope you enjoy this time lapse that I took for Instagram and have yet to post.
I feel like it's not really making sense right now. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm done looking at this, and hopefully it will, I don't know. I just need to stop looking at it for a while and come back to it. I think it's close to being finished, but I'm not happy with it. But I'll go ahead and show you where I stopped. I ended up doing a bit of painting on this piece that I'm doing for my boyfriend's mom's birthday. Her birthday was actually a few weeks ago now. I didn't know it was coming up. So I didn't paint her anything. I got her a little notebook that was really cute, had like watercolor flowers on it, and she liked it a lot. But I actually wanted to make her something. Sandy beach landscape.